So, of course, he's one of Britain's favourite comedians, talented actor, singer as well. He's been making the nation laugh for nearly 2 decades. It says it there.
I know.
You've been fiddling with the author.
I wrote that myself.
I'm sure you believe it a bit, though,
Of course
don't you?
I do.
Yeah, of course you do. He's back as well with a second series of What Would Your Kid Do? And he's here now to explain what the show is all about. We love this.
Oh, thanks.
It's so funny.
Yeah,
and it does make you think, oh, what would I do and what would my child do?
Yeah.
So explain what it's all about.
That's what I quite like about it. It's not about whether, you know, it's not a moral test for kids. It's not whether they're well-behaved or not. It's whether you know what you think your kid might do. And invariably, we're, you know, done 2 series now and a Christmas special, and the answer is no, you don't.
Parents don't know.
They do not know. They think they do. That's what I love.
I always find it amazing that when the kids don't give in to temptation.
Yeah.
I find that quite surreal.
You'd press it once. Of course you'd only press it once.
There you go, that's right. That's what, you know.
You can tell you were a good kid.
Yeah, can't you just?
Yeah.
You also know that she always makes sure she gets extra sprinkles, don't you? You know that she finds other ways.
Yeah.
No, it's all about me.
I think that's what's fun about the show. You know, you sort of see like Secret Life of 4-year-olds, and it's great to see because everything is developing at that age, and they're different at 5, at 6, at 7, and we do different age groups for different episodes, and it's fascinating to see. Again, like you said, what would you do as a grown-up? What do you think you would have done when you were a kid? What will your kids do? What will these kids do? You know,
I'd have been underneath it.
You still do that now.
The other lovely thing, though, like Secret Life of 4-year-olds or my boys who are 14 and 12 love this programme, and they love those programmes because they love watching kids exploring and learning.
I got a lot of messages off people afterwards to say on the last series to say, you know, our kids put down their devices and came and watched the show with us, because not many TV shows where you watch it as a family, and that's what's nice. And they've picked a better time slot this time. I think we were on at 8 last time, which was a little bit late. They put us on at 7 on this Sunday.
Lovely.
So I feel like it's a good time slot to sort of have a watch before you go to bed.
And how do you think your kids would do? I bet the producer thought they tried to sneak them in.
My kids mention it every
day.
When can we be on it? I was like, not a chance.
Do you think they'd be going for pressing it 50 times?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know what they would do. You know, you get your kids' school reports sometimes, and you're like, yeah, I don't know who this is. I think you've mistaken that's not my child.
That's not the child we have at home.
No,
absolutely.
So I think that would be definitely me. My kids are always, you know, they're sort of savvy. They're a bit too savvy now. You know, my eldest girls are 9, and they're, you know, they just sort of. I don't know whether they know what they're doing. Even the other week, my daughter shouted at me. She said, "Daddy, you're on the telly," and it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was thinking, what am I on the? What's that about? And I went in, and it was just a dark-haired bloke who was on a clip from Obese, A Year to Save My Life. That's not me.
Was she being satirical? Was she
I don't know.
Has she got a dad's sense of humour?
I've been off the carb since.
You've been on tour, though. You came in, I think, at the start of the tour. You've been in the middle of the tour. You've not got long left. It's a long tour, the Muddle Class tour. How's it been? Did you genuinely have someone have a heart attack in the audience?
Newcastle. Yeah.
What, because you were being so funny?
I don't know if that's a medical condition, is it?
You can take credit for it,
I mean, that's what's going on the poster.
Yeah.
No, God bless her. She collapsed, and it was awful at the time. And then she went to the. We obviously had to finish the show, you know, and she went to the ambulance, and I popped into the ambulance on the way through to see if she was all right, and she was fine. You know, she was fine. She was, you know, she was alive, and she was only young. You know, she was only in her sort of 40s, and I said, oh, crap, it was like 9:45. The show finishes at 10 anyway, and I said, if you'd have done it 20 minutes earlier, I could have made it to see the latest Marvel film. You know what I mean? I was just trying to make... She laughed. She went, don't make me laugh again. I was like, oh, God, no. I'm sorry. And anyway, she actually came a couple of months later. I went back up to do another North East gig, and she came again, and she was absolutely fine. So.
And you're returning the host of the Olivier Awards.
The Olivier Awards.
Is that like the poshest thing you have to do?
Yeah, it's really posh. Sir Kenneth Branagh said to me afterwards, he went, at the end of the show, he went... It sounded like a compliment, but only when I got home, I went, hang on. He said, it's so important that people with your accent are seen at these events. I was like, I went, oh, thanks. Hang on.
Love that. I love it. Jason, thank you so much
Thanks
for coming
very much.
in.
Cheers.
Sunday night,
7 o'clock ITV. What would your kid do? And I'm also doing a musical later on in the year.
We'll come back and talk to us about that.
Oh, we'd love that.
All right, guys.
Lovely to see you.